ladies and gentlemen, or good afternoon, whenever you're watching this. Welcome to the Midweek War! I am Mad Mike. You all know who I am. We're doing Midweek War a little segmented this week because, as you probably can tell by when this goes up, Impact has not aired yet. But I'm going to see Suicide Squad tonight. So I wanted to talk NXT with my good buddy, the voice of Inspire Pro Wrestling, Eamon Paton. How are you, sir?
I am fantastic. This is a good week of shows, at least from the shows that have already aired that we are reviewing in the Midweek War so far.
Absolutely, and they all have to do with a friend of the show, I think.
Yes, definitely.
Yeah, definitely. All right, so we're here to talk NXT, naturally. Eamon, what is your word for NXT this week?
My one word for NXT, well, it's technically two words. For NXT would be tag teams.
Okay, all right. My word for NXT this week is viewer.
Okay.
I'll get to it.
Okay.
All right. So, like we said, this was a fucking huge week for NXT.
Yeah, very big week.
It felt like, because I was typing up the description, and I'm like, did all this stuff really happen on one episode? But it absolutely did, and I don't even think I got everything in the description. But Eamon, what was your good this week?
My good for this week is actually going to go to the opening match, which was Hideo Itami's return to NXT. Really, really great match against Sean Maluda from the Cruiserweight Classic. A re-energized, it felt, Hideo Itami. Definitely made me very hopeful for his progression going forward in NXT, based off of how he wrestled. I was very impressed.
Yeah, he looked great, although I never need to see that scar again.
Yeah.
Like a close-up, I never need to see a close-up of that thing again because that just looks awful. It looks like you had a rag doll and you sewed it up, but you have to still be really, really careful about that arm because it could rip off at any point. Like it looks bad.
Yeah, pretty much.
I mean, the match was great. It was nice to see Itami come back, and that was one of the guys from the CWC that he was against that we want to see in NXT.
Yeah, definitely. And Maluda did really well in this. I thought this was a perfect opponent for him. Bumped off of his stuff really well. There was a great shot. I wish I could find the picture of it. I'll have to send it to you. But I found a picture of Hideo's running boot in the corner to Maluda. It's pretty amazing how
oh yeah, just all of the strikes. Like,
yeah,
just this week so far, all of the strikes. It was ridiculous.
I also really loved his. I don't think he's ever done it in NXT. He used to do it back when he was Kenta, but him pulling down the knee pad, looking like he's about to like drop a knee drop, and then just jumping over Maluda and just kicking him in the back of the head. It was really fun.
I'm still surprised he's not using the go to sleep though.
Yeah, maybe it's something they'll build to.
Yeah, I mean, whoever he's facing at Takeover, I'm sure he's probably going to be going against someone. Maybe someone we'll talk about later.
Maybe.
But yeah, it was just really great to see him back. You could tell he was amped about this.
Yeah, definitely.
Yeah. All right. My good this week is gonna go to Asuka.
Yeah.
Asuka. She had a match with what's her name? The girl.
Aaliyah.
Aaliyah. Yes, I knew it was some pop star's name. But yeah. And the match with Aaliyah was very standard, but she wanted Bayley to come watch, and that's where my word comes into play. She wanted to make Bayley a view, like so much so that Bayley was saying on commentary, and Asuka came out and she grabbed the chair and she's like, "No, you sit right here, really, really close." It was really like you can tell Asuka's kind of turning heel a little bit, which is great. That's exactly what's needed. And you can tell Bayley is hardening her edge.
When she like picked up the chair and just threw it to the side, I was like, okay, this is getting good.
Yeah. Dude, the match at TakeOver, I'm so excited for. I still don't think Bayley's going to win.
I'm more convinced it could go either way. Like, but I do lean towards Asuka, possibly to Asuka retaining.
Well, okay, let's put it this way. I hope Bayley doesn't win because that probably means she's closer to coming to the main roster.
Yeah,
That's the only reason. It's not due to storyline. It's just because storyline, I think it could go either way. If I don't know when they're calling Bayley up, but if they're keeping her down there for a little while and they want her to be a first 2-time women's champion, I'd be totally cool with that too.
Right.
Because right now, I mean, they kind of sapped the division with Alexa, Nia, and Carmella leaving. So you kind of have to at least. Who knows? We'll get there when Takeover comes around. But yeah, this is just a really, really fun segment, and I can't wait. I can't wait. I love that they're because with Asuka's limited vocabulary, you can only do so much. But the stuff they're doing is really, really working.
Yeah, and it's not direct. It's not directly heel, but it's definitely her with an edge.
Oh yeah,
her,
yeah.
You know, being kind of more malicious than anything. Like I think that's really well done.
Like she's being deliberately aggressive when she doesn't have to be against someone like Aaliyah.
Yeah.
And that's the point. Like that's kind of how Samoa Joe started a little bit, turning.
Yeah.
All right. But not every show is perfect. We know this. Eamon, what was your bad this week?
My bad for this week. This is a really good episode of NXT. You know, my bad goes to, and it's not a bad because I actually kind of like this in a sense, but my bad goes to the crowd during the Bobby Roode promo for not picking up on things.
No, I was totally okay with that.
See, that's my thing is that it's my closest thing to a bad because I can't really think of a bad for this show.
Okay.
But like I love that like there's that expectation when somebody new comes in, they're automatically going to be like top baby face, like, you know, I'm behind everyone. And maybe they'll eventually turn here like Aries did, but Aries took a little while.
Right.
Yeah, I love that it took them forever for them to realize that he was a bad guy.
Honestly,
like he was clearly.
It took me a bit too. It took me a little bit.
He kept talking about how he was going to be on billboards and like all that kind of stuff. Like clearly, like being like that arrogant kind of guy, and the crowd was like, still kind of like, "Yay!" Didn't know that he was trying to get. It wasn't until I think he called them losers.
Yeah.
Where he was they were like,
it wasn't until he said. It wasn't until he said, "I'm going to make NXT so big that none of you losers can get in the building."
Yeah, and that's when everyone's like, "Oh, wait, we're supposed to boo you." Okay.
But to be fair, that's about what I figured. Because Roode's always been kind of, you know, good. He's good. He's good at being a tweener.
He's good at being a tweener. I personally feel Roode should never be a straight babyface.
Oh yeah, no, I agree with you on that.
Roode is made to be a heel.
I agree with you on that. He's like Randy Orton.
Yeah,
he's like Randy Orton in that way.
But it was perfectly done, and I like that they brought in somebody and didn't immediately make him a babyface just because he's a big guy being brought into a company. Like I like that he is a heel, and he's
like his promo was, I think, the modern version of the Jericho introducing promo.
Yeah, I agree.
Because it wasn't that he was talking down about NXT like Jericho was talking down about WWE. He was bringing up NXT, but then he said, "Now that I'm here, it's going to be even higher."
Right.
And I loved his promo. It was so good.
Yeah.
I'm so excited. Bobby Roode is one of the guys I've wanted in somewhere, anywhere but TNA for years.
I think
he had it.
I think he proved that he has a bit more staying power than like an Eric Young did when it comes to NXT. Like, because I think Bobby Roode can get some real traction in WWE. Like, I think he has the tools to do that. But yeah, and also it's been talked about, I think, on social media a lot. NXT keeps turning out the great theme songs.
Oh,
you didn't like it?
That was actually gonna be my bad.
Oh, really? Okay,
it's gonna be my bad. It'll probably grow on me. It's just, I don't know. I didn't like it.
I'll say this.
I might need to listen to it separately.
You should.
But I don't know. I wasn't a fan. I wasn't a fan of the theme song.
Yeah, because WWE's music YouTube channel, whatever, released it. And
okay. All right. I'll check it out afterwards.
You should listen to it separately. I remember like the intro part. I was like, my reaction was, I don't know if I like this, and then it kept going, and I was like, oh no, this is really great. Like, this is
Okay.
perfect.
Okay. I'll give it another shot because when I heard it, I'm like, I don't know.
It's not off the chain or whatever, like this TNA theme.
I actually like his TNA theme. Is that wrong? Is that like there are very few TNA themes that I enjoy. Like Madison Rain was one of them. Bobby Roode was one of them. EC3 obviously has a great theme song. I even don't mind Bennett's if we didn't hear it 87 times a show. But I really liked Roode's theme song. Like, it didn't make any sense for his character, but I liked the song.
I don't know. I think this makes perfect sense for him. Also, can I know, because since you brought him up, Bobby Roode is doing a much better job at the Mike Bennett gimmick than Mike Bennett.
Oh, yeah. Oh, absolutely. Absolutely. And he doesn't even need, like...
In one promo, he's already done a better job than him.
Yeah. Yeah, like, it's almost like he's combining the 99 Jericho and modern Mike Bennett.
Because that's the issue with Mike Bennett in TNA for me, is that, like, he'll say he's the Miracle and that he's taking TNA to another level, but he won't say why.
Or how.
Yeah. Like, why, what's the miraculous thing you're going to do? I'm going to wrestle.
The miraculous thing is that he got signed, Damon.
Yeah. But Bobby Roode, like, actually, like, eloquently explains it. Like,
yeah.
That's my... For those that watch our TNA after show, that's my difference between this style of wrestling and TNA. Is that this style of wrestling puts things into context and makes things develop more than TNA.
Yeah, because like I love that Bobby Roode wasn't afraid to say NXT is kind of a smaller promotion, because it is. Like, they run out of the same building basically every week. Like, it was nice that he acknowledged that, and he didn't say he was going to bring NXT globally. He said he's going to bring all the high-powered people to Full Sail.
Yeah.
And that is the coolest thing, because...
And if you want a way to piss off Full Sail fans...
Exactly! Like we're going to make this so none of you assholes can get in this building. Brilliant!
Yeah.
Brilliant. I don't know who came up with that. I don't know if it was Rude. I don't know if it was someone backstage. That is the perfect thing to indoctrinate yourself as the biggest heel in the room.
Well, also the whole, like, the indie-rific, people have cited it kind of crowd for that NXT's fostered. It's like, I'm going to make this company corporate. Like, that's the ultimate, like, slap in the face. Yeah. Like, so it's perfect. It works really, really well to get heat.
I'm so excited to see what Bobby Roode does. I'm so excited. Like, all right. Here's my dream match that I want to see. I don't know if it'll ever happen, but I want to see it. I want to see Bobby Roode and Austin Aries versus Hideo Itami and Kota Ibushi.
That could be fun.
That would be really, really fun.
Like all your indie Japanese darlings against the guys that are like...
Yeah, I just want to see New Japan versus TNA. I really do. like hell, let's do a 6-man. Let's do a 6-man. Let's throw Joe on the side with the heels, and we'll throw Nakamura on the side with the Japanese guys. Please, fuck. Let's. I was gonna say we'll throw another one, but there's no Impact women on. We'll bring Karma back. We'll throw Karma in there. We'll throw Asuka on the other side.
Santana Garrett's been there a couple times.
That's fair. Yeah, that's a fair point. Oh, so is Deonna Purrazzo.
Deonna, yeah. There you go.
Oh, God. All right. So, Eamon, what would you change about NXT this week?
The closest thing I can think to a change, and like I said, this is a really great episode of NXT. My closest, I would have liked a sort of non-decision in the main event.
Okay.
With the Revival and TMDK.
Yeah, I can see that.
TM61.
Yeah.
Like maybe even like a DQ or something. I think that just because and I also found the finish just kind of weird because he beat him off of a DDT. Like they didn't hit him with the Shadow Machine. Mm-hmm. So I don't know. I still like what they're doing with everything. I don't know. I just feel like with the way TM61's also been kind of built up, I like the idea of them kind of not directly losing to the Revival.
Right. Yeah, I mean, I think you could have done something like maybe the Revival tries to back out because they're getting their asses kicked, and then you see Gargano and Ciampa on the ramp, so they're kind of like stuck between a rock and a hard place, and then
That's a good idea too.
yeah, something like that, or like if they try to get run back in, there's a quick roll up or something like that. So it's not definitive, but
I was gonna say something where like you would still make TM61 still look pretty good, but I don't think they want TM61 to be put into the immediate title picture. So I think something that kind of mediates both things, so to speak.
So what do you think the match is going to be at Brooklyn? Do you think it's going to be just straight rival versus Gargano and Ciampa?
That's what I'm thinking. Yeah, at least that's what they. Because it makes the most sense. I mean, the way they built it with the promo that they've beaten everybody except Gargano and Ciampa.
Okay.
Right?
Do you think maybe we'll see TM61 against the Authors of Pain then?
Possibly. If not on the show, I think possibly for like how they tape some episodes beforehand.
Yeah.
I could see that happening.
Yeah, because I'm kind of like, because I think we can kind of figure out at least 2 or 3 of the matches on the card so far. Like, got the world title match, the women's title match, and Austin Aries versus No Way Jose.
Yes.
And the tag title match, I wouldn't mind seeing a triple threat one. But do you think American Alpha is going to be on the show?
I don't think so. Because they said they showed the recap of the Authors of Pain beating them on this week, and they said they basically ousted them from NXT.
Okay.
So I don't think.
You think that was just their send off?
I think so. I mean, it's fine.
Unfortunate.
I mean, I think it's fine in the sense of like, I would have probably liked more, but either way, I think it's fine. I personally, I don't know. I would rather it be just a regular tag match between Revival and Gargano and Ciampa, especially, and we'll get into the Cruiserweight Classic and stuff like that. But
we'll get into that.
But I really love how they built up Gargano and Ciampa.
Mm-hmm.
Like, I think that's really good.
Okay. My change for this week is I'm gonna have to get. I would have liked to see Mojo Rawley kind of leave with the upper hand on Samoa Joe.
Okay.
Because the fact that he came back at Samoa Joe and was able to get a few good shots in, I think helped Mojo Rawley more than anything he's done so far.
Yeah, I agree. And the crowd was into it.
Yeah, I mean, you could have just done this like a Rhino thing, like where Rhino backed off Samoa Joe, and then, Samoa Joe beat him handily the next week. You could do that again, but I think it was unnecessary for when Mojo was walking back up the ramp for Joe to attack him again.
Maybe they'll do a match with the two next week. I don't know.
Probably.
But,
I wouldn't be surprised.
Yeah, I mean, I think that would be cool. I think Mojo's honestly come a long way. Like,
yeah, and I mean, I think Corey Graves said, like, if he can tap into this aggressiveness, that's what will make him big.
Yeah.
Because he has personality out the ass.
Yeah. I also really love that technically, based off of how the timing was, he almost beat his opponent in like 2 seconds. Because the ref was about to count 3 and stopped because Joe was getting into the ring.
That's true. Alrighty. Was there anything else? Yeah, there was something else. We got a little video package there, Eamon, didn't we?
We did. I was gonna say I was gonna mention as far as matches we can predict for Takeover. I think we can predict probably another one. So yeah, Ember Moon's debuting, and I'm so excited.
Wait, who do you think she's gonna be debuting against? Do you think she's just gonna pick like Billie Kay?
I would think Billie Kay.
BK Broiler.
BK Broiler. I say Billie Kay just because they recently like had her wrestle and beat someone, so it's like kind of a let's bring you up a little bit so we can have someone face you sort of thing, instead of just plucking somebody out of nowhere.
It would be nice to see a female debut on a Takeover because we usually have guy debuts.
Yeah, well, we haven't had a female debut since Asuka.
Was her debut on Takeover?
Yeah. Well, her
on camera was, but
on camera she was on a regular episode. Her first match was against Dana Brooke, but
yeah, okay, yeah, because I remember her first on-camera appearance was at Brooklyn last year.
Who? Yeah. If you're counting her in the crowd, yeah.
Yeah, because I mean, it's like that's the Bobby Roode shtick. That's
gotcha.
They always do that. It's like a preview of upcoming attractions.
Yeah.
Let's see. Was there anything else we missed? I think we pretty much hit on everything in this episode.
I think so. Also, well, actually, now that you just mentioned it, I just realized that's a good if we're doing Asuka Bayley, that's a good full circle thing. The night Bayley won the belt was the night Asuka made her first appearance. That's really cool, actually.
I'm trying to remember when they actually showed her on camera. Like, if
it was when she was next to Flair and I think Sergeant Slaughter. I think.
Yeah, but I'm trying to think like what match it was during, because if there's a shot of Asuka
watching the match,
watching Bayley win the belt from ringside, that would be amazing.
Yeah, WWE.
I don't think that would happen, because I think they kind of
maybe I don't think they booked that much.
Well, no, but I think once they showed people on camera, they didn't stay. They went backstage.
Yeah,
because I remember when they showed Scott Hall and Kevin Nash, they were ushered backstage after that, because I saw WWE people taking them away.
Yeah, I think the same thing happened with Coda at the Dallas show.
Yeah, which is a shame. But oh god, because could you imagine the context that would give to Asuka making Bayley watch?
Yeah.
That would just be amazing. Like, but it probably didn't happen that way. But yeah. All right. Okay, so Eamon, I know we've only seen 2 shows so far, so we're just gonna rank it at 2. And it's a tough call. Where do you rank NXT?
God, this is really tough. I'm gonna rank NXT barely number 2.
Okay.
Just barely. 'Cause this is a very solid episode of NXT. Sorry, storyline building the takeover. As far as matches, like there's really good stuff on this week's episode. So,
okay, doke. I'm going to be the opposite. I'm going to rank it barely number 1, barely, because, goddamn, the CWC, Jesus Christ.
Yeah.
Honestly, if one match on the CWC had been better, would easily have been one for me.
That's kind of my logic as well. I think the main event on the show we're about to review kind of put it over the top for me.
Yeah.
But
okay. But I mean, both super stellar episodes. Just a really, really great episode of NXT that a lot of stuff happened on, and none of it felt rushed. Because sometimes NXT can do that, where they'll try and rush through stuff. This didn't feel rushed at all. Nothing felt like it was hustled through. Everything felt like it had a good amount of time to it. Yeah, like even Roode's promo, which I didn't think they were going to give him a big promo with Itami, with the stuff with Joe, with the tag team stuff with Bayley and Asuka. Roode got a decent length promo.
Yeah.
He really did, and he knocked it out of the park. All right, so Eamon, where can the good people of the internet find you?
You can find me on Twitter at Eamon2Please. You can also check out the wrestling promotion I'm involved with, which is Inspire Pro Wrestling, over at InspireProWrestling.com, and get more information on our next event on August 14th in Austin, Texas.
All right, and you can find me at MadMike4883 on the Twitter machine. Also, hit up our Facebook page. We got a lot of fun discussions over there. We're trying to institute some live chats during Raw and stuff like that. So, yeah, go to our Facebook group and let us know what you think of CWC, NXT, anything. Let us know what you think about anything in the world of professional wrestling, whether it's John Cena dressing as Hillary Clinton or the baller main event match we got for the CWC. We talk about everything. All right, so for Eamon Paton, I'm Mad Mike, and this has been your Midweek War.